Hello, welcome to stream. We're just getting started, and I'm going to be updating my game for, I guess not technically the first time in a little while. Lemonade for life. Welcome back. We are so back today. I'm so sorry I've been gone for so long. I got influenza A, if you're not familiar with what happened. I got influenza A. You guys can hear me, right? I'm so rusty. It's just been a long time. It's been a long time since I've like done anything other than videos and stuff, and I did like release an update without like videoing it and streaming it so far, but you are gonna see how I updated the cameras in the next video, which is gonna be really cool. But yeah, I banged my head against the camera script for like 2.5 hours before I finally found the solution. But yeah, could use some confirmation that you guys can hear me. Excuse me. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to hear me because my microphone is on in OBS. But how's my volume? How's the music volume? Vinicius? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Vinicius? I'll call you Vin if you don't mind. Glad you can hear. Thank you. Has anyone played the new Indiana Jones game? No, but I'm so interested. Like, the last Indiana Jones game I played was Indiana Jones and the Emperor's Tomb, I think, on PlayStation 2. And I'm so interested in it. That and the Jurassic Park survival. Like, for years I've said we need a survival horror Jurassic Park game, and that's literally coming out now. I mean, eventually. Here, let's just watch the trailer real quick. We'll do a trailer reaction before we get into the game development side of things. Jurassic Park survival trailer. You won't be able to quite see the excitement in my face, but you'll be able to hear it. Yeah, I really want to check out that Indiana Jones game sometime. It's interesting that it's first person. That's a cool decision. Shoebill Studios and Alexander Rosegard, welcome to stream. It's good to have you. And yes, Alexander, I am going to be making a sequel to Ghost Hunt eventually. It will be called Ghost Hunt the House, and it'll be an entirely different kind of map. And I'm looking forward to getting into it. So, in the meantime, let's have a look at Jurassic Park Survival. I'm so into this. Hang on, I gotta pause the music.
Off the coast of Costa Rica. Really spectacular.
I am so excited for this game. Look how good the trailer looks. Oh, look at the raptors. Or maybe those were the Gallimimus or whatever. I like dinosaurs.
I've been left behind on Isla Nublar.
Oh gosh, I can't imagine. Did you guys know the Dilophosaurus that Dennis Nedry encounters in the movie is just a baby, and they're actually much bigger when they grow up? Like, that's actually horrifying. Yeah, it was the Gallimimus. Okay. I like the main character. I've already forgotten her name because I'm terrible with names, but she looks cool. So much callback to the movies, though. I'm so excited for this. I'm sorry, I promise we'll get into developing the game in a minute. This is not the game we're developing, but I just have to do a reaction to this because it just looks so cool.
Is anyone there?
I'm here. We need a frame-by-frame comparison because that looks just like the movie. It's kind of creepy. I like how Jurassic Park shows original building being slowly rotten, etc. Yeah. And this takes place like the next day after the first movie. I wonder if it's going to be canon. Also, Shoebill, I'm so proud that you know how to spell Gallimimus. Alpha in-game footage. Oh my gosh, yeah. It looks so scary, but I'm counting on it. So apparently this is going to be like the spiritual successor to Alien Isolation, in that I think the dinosaurs are going to have like an advanced AI that like just kind of roams of its own free will and like takes cues from the player on like where it should go and what paths it should take. So, ooh, very much looking forward to that. So yeah. Oh, trust me, I have so much experience typing random dinosaur names. Well, dinosaurs are cool, so that's nice. Yeah, so very interested in that and the Indiana Jones game as well. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is actually canon to the movies. Takes place before Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. Oh, that's really cool. Well, I'm definitely interested now. All right, so let's go ahead and... That's kind of Jurassic. Oh, yeah, totally, man. Cretaceous, yo. All right, I'm going to brighten the place up a bit just so we can see what we're doing. And... Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, everyone. That's the second time I've done that today. That's what extremely high ambient looks like. Hang on, I want to try something. We're gonna set the game in Mexico real quick. There we go. Boom. Just like that. This entire game takes place in Mexico now. Not really. Alright. El Ghosto. Let's see. Last time I played Ghost Hunt was like 12 years ago and replayed it 2019 to 2022. It's probably changed a lot since you first experienced it, I'm not gonna lie. I'll go ahead and make it daytime as well, why not? Can't wait for Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 3. Heck yeah. Is that the one with like the Scorpius Rex and all that? Because I haven't seen any of that, but I'm broadly familiar with it. This is the first thing I want to fix, by the way. Is this, like, snow is inside the walls, and I flipping hate it. Alright, so negative part, it's gonna be easy to fix, don't worry. It'll just take a jiffy. Let's see, how many are we gonna need? We're gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4 negative parts. Okay. Negate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, all of this is a union, so we're actually not gonna need that many. Okay. Well, I was gonna, like, make all the snow piles their own individual... Oh, no, they are their... Oh my gosh, they are their own individual piles. Okay. I'm so sorry. Union that stuff. Why? How is this a mesh part? Why does it need to be a mesh part? Isn't it just like a sphere? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna... I don't know, maybe I'll fix this later. I'm so old, 2013 players are considered UNC. It's somewhat sad that's the last season. Oh, so it's not the one that has the Scorpius Rex. Okay. So how long did this game take, or will it take to properly finish it? Well, kind of tricky question, because I haven't been, like, updating it all that consistently, I don't think. I've been working on it on and off since I was, like, 13 or something. Since 2011 or whatever. I guess I've been older than 13, but... I'm just gonna size these back a bit. Might look a little bit weird from the outside, but if it stops it looking weird on the inside, then I think that's justified. So yeah, on and off for probably about 13 years, I think. Ghost Hunt's about to turn 13, actually. Or is it about... Yeah, it's about to turn 13, February 2nd. That's when it happened. That's Ghost Hunt's birthday. You like new Roblox Studio or old Roblox Studio? I like the aesthetics of old Roblox Studio, but I like the functionality of new Roblox Studio. I'm just gonna delete that snow pile. It's not really contributing much. With all the current features, yeah, so like, when I started using Roblox Studio, they didn't even have a rotate tool that worked properly. And they didn't have fire, they didn't have smoke, they didn't have custom particles, you had sparkles. That was basically the only particles you had, sparkles. I started using Studio before they even had different materials other than plastic. So yeah. Shoebilly, think you feel old. Like, that's how old I am. I'm a boomer. Where'd this come from? I don't remember this snow pile being here, but... I don't know. I like it. I'll just keep it there. Yeah, I like the aesthetics of old Roblox. Also, does anyone remember back in the day when you'd use Roblox Studio and you'd do certain things, there'd be actual sound effects that Roblox Studio would play? Like if you like cut something in the Explorer or pasted it, it would make that like page turn sound effect. I want to make a game, but it's so confusing to script and stuff. Yeah. Bring back the sound. Like, why did we decide as a society to like suck the fun out of everything, you know? I hate that. Why are we doing that? We suck the fun and the color out of everything, and it makes me mad. Okay. I need your guys' help to make a decision. And this isn't really a decision that needs to be made right now. But, like, I can't decide if I want these archways to go all the way up here to the top of the main lobby, or if I want, like... I'll see if I can even show you. There's just so much to select. Ugh. Is that all of it? Oh, that's most of it. Or if I want it to be, like, down here. I think I kind of like this better, actually, and just have, like, guardrails up here. Because that actually looks more like how these architectural patterns usually look in real life, to be honest. I'm kind of liking that. So I would have, like, these down here, I guess. Because, like, my problem is once you get up to the top floor, the archways are actually pretty low, and it just kind of looks weird. It looks like you're not supposed to be up there. But down here, they look taller. So, like, I guess, I don't know what's causing that, but yeah, just need some feedback on if you guys like that idea. Ghost Hunt closely reminds me of Nightmare House 2 Hospital. Yeah, I mean, there were a few early Roblox horror games that inspired Ghost Hunt quite a bit, so, you know, that's probably why. WT heck? Why am I missing? What am I missing? I keep getting ads? Really? Hi, Catulus. Hey, chicken sandwich. Welcome to stream. Basically just trying to decide where I want everything, because ugh, there's just something about this that just isn't doing it for me. I mean, I'm tempted to just get rid of these freaking archways after all the work that I put in. Shubil, I think you were here in the stream when I was trying to get these perfectly even. And after all that, I might actually like it better without these the arches. I don't know, but I'm basically just trying. I'll focus on this later, and I'll like dedicate an entire stream to fixing it. But I can't decide if I want these pillars to go all the way up here, or if I want them to stop here and just have guardrails up here. Because if I pull up, let me pull up one of my inspirations for this. So will Ghost Hunt and House sequel have a story or not? Ghost Hunt the House is going to be pretty individualistic and independent from the first game. It's not really going to tie into the first game's story in any way. I'm basically taking it in just a new direction. Well, actually, I'm taking it in the old direction that it was supposed to be in the first place, and that, like, it's just, you know, all about exploration and not trying to escape somewhere. And I think Ghost Hunt the House is going to make that, like, a lot more clear, in my opinion. So it's just going to be, it's going to have a focus. Nah, look at this nerd. Nerd emoji. Nerd emoji in chat, everyone. Nerd emoji. I should just have a button on my stream deck that floods the chat with nerd emojis. That'd be great. Hey, don't be mean to Catulus. He's a Sigma. I don't know if I'm a Sigma, but... Alexander Rosegard, will you allow anyone to make fan projects of the same name? I mean, maybe. Alright, so here, if I pull up... Let me open this image in new tab. This is my kind of inspiration for this room, which, by the way, chicken sandwich is going to be the main lobby. I'm not trying to ignore your question. I just have a lot to pay attention to. Cody Manthia, I'm getting faster internet sometime this week, so hopefully I don't have to wait for your live stream to load every 10 seconds. Ooh. Like remakes, etc., etc. Is that Resident Evil? Yeah. This is the Resident Evil mansion. And as you can see, the room is pretty tall. And there is a second floor, but the columns supporting the second floor exist just to support the second floor. They don't go all the way up to the ceiling like mine do. And that might be the route I want to take, because there's just something about this that looks really unnatural and weird. So yeah, maybe I'll do that at some point. In fact, maybe that should just be this stream, because like if I make guardrails now, if I make guardrails now, there's going to be gaps in between like where the pillars are, but then if I decide to do that later, I'll have to fill in those gaps, and that might cause more problems. So I think it's missing guard. Yeah, we're gonna work on that. We're gonna work on that as soon as possible. That was gonna be what I was gonna work on this stream, but I might not want to, because then I'll have to redo some of the guardrails if I do it that way. My internet speed is supposed to be at 20, but it's at 0.8. Bro, scan your computer for... Gosh dang, goat, right? 0.8 out of 20. Yeah, scan your stuff for viruses. Okay. I also can't decide if I want just the inner and outer parts of this. If I do decide to make these like just go up to the balcony, if you can call it that, which I think I should stop saying if, because I think I've decided that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just make all of the columns more narrow, because they're kind of big as well. Especially if they're just supporting the, oh gosh, if they're just supporting the upper floor. You're over-complexing yourself? I do have a habit of overthinking, but I mean, the benefit is I can always change it later if I want to, but I'd be so, because look, this is what I mean. Let me hop into play here, and I'll show you like why this bothers me. If I go into first person, look, this looks like an area I'm not supposed to be in from a game design standpoint, because these are so low. These are just like, so I'm gonna fix this later, by the way. These are just so low to, you know, they're so close to the ground. They should be up there, I feel like. But then there wouldn't be room for the archways, so. All of that gets fixed magically if I just lower these. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. No, I got an ads. Ugh. Those gosh darn ads. I used to have the option to skip them, and suspiciously, YouTube took that away. Not sure why. I'm not sure why my snapping isn't working right now either. Let me group these. Where's primary part? I put properties up here, by the way, so that like it doesn't get in the way of chat. I was watching some old streams, and it just came to my attention. There we go. It just came to my attention that like I'm gonna keep those grouped actually. Just came to my attention that the chat was kind of blocking the properties, or the properties was getting behind the chat in a way that made it look really weird, and I just hated it. Yeah, so I think I will real quick make all of these columns more narrow as well. I should have thought of this sooner. TBH. And these columns probably won't exist anymore, but I'm okay with that because they've always been like so weirdly close to the staircase. I made a video showing my game, the Roblox Egg Hunt Museum. Oh, that sounds cool. I feel like you've told me about this before. So, X and Y. Let's make it, let's try 3 and 3. And that will free me up to make these smaller as well, which will look a lot nicer. Actually, I might try 2.5 by 2.5. Yep, and then I'll make all of these like ludicrously smaller. These are just the same things as up here, right? Like there's no actual... Oh, I think there is a difference actually. Where's my Resident Evil thing? Yeah, and they're too thick as well. This room will have level 2000 Mafia boss. I kind of like it. I can get behind that. Alright, so these bottom ones should be taller. Without a doubt. Like they should, I need my dummy. I need my dummy real quick. Wow. Probably not this tall. I'm gonna say like around here, I guess, is probably like the tallest they should be. And I'm gonna make them more narrow as well. So let's say I want to make them the top one half stud, well both, ah gosh, a stud narrower basically. Yeah, I think I'm gonna appreciate this actually when I get all this done. So I'm just changing the way I'm doing all of this actually real quick. What I'm gonna do is, hang on a second. I'm gonna basically just create one of these for all the pillars and I'm just gonna move them from pillar to pillar. I think the pillars extrude too far outwards. Yes. Yes, I'm gonna have to move them back too, for sure. Yeah. This is why I do this kind of thing on streams, because nobody wants to watch a video of this. But like when people like settle in for a live stream, they're prepared to be there for a while. You know what I mean? That's why I do all the like monotonous stuff on stream. Snapped parts. I just want to give something a try real quick. 0.05. Is that... That's more detail than anyone's ever going to appreciate. I'm not doing that. Man, I've seen these pillars evolve. It's beautiful. Thank you. I remember when they were just perfectly square. And that wasn't doing it for me either, to be honest. But I really like this. But these are too high. If I want to keep those arches, and I kind of do, I just want to like change them up a bit. So let me... Oh my gosh, let me select that. There we go. Group that. I'm gonna move this arch down a bit. And I feel like these are too big as well. And that's a huge part of my problem. Yeah, so when the snapping doesn't work, when you're using like multiple parts, sometimes it helps to like set the primary part. Not always, but sometimes. Oh my gosh. There we go. Yeah. No. Gosh. You live in Florida? No, I don't. I had some snow and it was very fun. Maybe you're not talking to me. Oh, yeah, you're not talking to me. My bad. Has anyone heard about all the snow New Orleans and Florida is getting? Nice. Isn't it like really rare when those places get snow as well? Like incredibly rare. I'm also gonna get rid of, hang on a second. Can I not see what I'm doing at all? I'm also just gonna get rid of the second thing there. So about there. That's where I want them. Flow state. Sorry, I'm not saying anything to anyone, but I can't be helped. I just want to extrude that out enough so that it snaps when I move it up. Oh, but it's still not snapping. That's atrocious. Oh, gosh. I've only seen snow down here like once, and it was only 2 inches. Cool. It's like, what's the name of that place in the movie The Year Without a Santa Claus? Oh, it actually is called Southtown, I guess. It's like how like they just never get any snow down there at all. That's what it reminds me. Oh, reminds me of. Excuse me. Here. What is stopping this from snapping to that? That's what I want to know. I don't know, but I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna leave well enough alone. I gotta learn to be less perfectionistic and leave well enough alone. That's what I gotta do. But hey, I like how this is turning out so far. It's kind of cool. Right about there, I guess. I'm gonna resize this a little bit further. Like that. See, the problem is I want to be careful about how I do this as well, because like I want to make this kind of easy to duplicate across everything, and it's not gonna be if I keep doing it like this. It's so weird how the snapping works. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the snapping feature. It's so fantastic, but it's so inconsistent at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna take this pillar, stretch it down like that, or squeeze it down rather. Okay, resize a line. It's time for resize a line. There's no other. Oh gosh, what have I done? It's time for resize a line. Pop and pop. There we go. Why is there still a oh my gosh. I've come to hate this mesh, honestly. This archway mesh that I made or whatever. Only 3 people watching. 3 legends, yeah. Yeah, you guys are great. You guys are some of my regulars. Fostrate usually would be here, but he's in college, so I know what it's like to be busy because of college. Take a drink of my soda. Okay. Wow, did that actually work? That worked. Unbelievable. Okay. Nice. So this is kinda looking fire and almost. I guess like the top floor has this, hopefully no Z fighting. Oh my gosh, yeah. I guess that's what unions are for. I guess like the balcony has a bit that extrudes a bit over the arches, so I could kind of do that same thing with this if I really wanted. What I kind of want to do is something like this again, and then have like this whole thing underneath. Okay, I need to find the parts of this that I'm not using. There they are, okay. Yeah. See, this is looking pretty nice. I don't have a problem with this. I think that this is still a little bit too wacky, but I don't know, does it look fire or does it look weird? Last week I finished playing Mario and Luigi Brothership. Man, that sounds cool, but I don't know what it is. Let me have a look also at like how this looks as a player. I want some more guidance. Oh, that's much better. See, isn't that such an improvement from how it looked when it was upstairs? Like, do you see what I mean now? Like, compare that to like being up here and like having it this low. This is like, this is so much better. Oh my gosh, I've got so much work to do to fix all this, but We're gonna get there. I'm basically just gonna tear down everything you see and revamp it. It still looks kind of off though for some reason. Oh gosh, I did not want to do that. Okay. Let me ditch this middle part for now and make this flush with that. You following me? Capiche? Yeah, see stuff like this, like when it doesn't want to snap, you just group it and you set it as a primary part, and then sometimes it helps it snap. Just like that, see? Yeah, I think that looks nicer. Now let me also... I think one of the reasons why this is bothering me as well is that these middle parts are were kind of bigger than the columns, and now it looks better in my opinion. Yeah, that helps. And I can also lower these a little bit as well, which I'm gonna do. And that will free me up to have archways that don't look so like smushed down. Yeah, that looks good. Awesome. I'm glad you're liking the direction we're taking this. And I can take this and boom. There we go. Yeah. This is looking all right. I don't mind this. This is pretty nice. I think I could use... Let me see my reference again real quick. I know I keep going back to that, but I've never designed... Oh no, those archways are actually pretty much right up against that. The edge there. Yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna go with this. I think I'm committing to this. Committing to this one, ladies and gents. It only took 12 years. Excuse me. Oh. Yeah, I started explaining, like, I've been gone because I got the flu. I got influenza A, and that sucked. And just between that and just, like, the holiday season, like, I was already busy because of Christmas and stuff. But then I got probably influenza A. I mean, my test for influenza A came back negative, but I probably tested too early because my wife was like a day behind me with all the exact same symptoms. And her test came back positive. So I'm just gonna say it was probably influenza A. Almost definitely. I like the wider pillar. I like the wider pillar, but I don't know. This looks good. I think this is what I'm gonna commit to right here. It's never too late to change things, even if it's kind of a pain. Okay. So I'm literally just gonna delete... No, I'm not gonna delete every other pillar. I'm gonna delete every other archway though, because like... those are kind of no bueno now. These old ones are. Become obsolete. I'm just so frustrated because I spent hours on this and now I'm like tearing it down to make it... It's necessary, but it's still frustrating. White pillar with white walls and a white ceiling. Yeah, the guardrails are... They might be white too, but I don't know. I think what I'll do though is actually like cover the staircase. I should have done this before I like shaped what I want the staircase to look like, but I want to cover the staircase in like wood, so it has like wood panels on top and it's just white on the like underneath. And then the upstairs is gonna have like a hardwood floor as well. Oop, excuse me. I'll probably put some paintings and stuff on the walls as well to make it more interesting. But yeah, it actually makes it really hard to see what I'm doing as well. Just everything being the exact same color and the exact same material. And it eliminates any hope of me using the magic wand tool like I showed in my YouTube short. White core, yep. Isn't there a name for this kind of like bordering on Roman architecture? luxury looking thing, or am I just making it up? Alright, what I gotta do is get this so that it's like perfectly in the center of this. You can move entire models though, so I think that's actually not that hard as it used to be. Yeah, there we go. Oh gosh, but I don't want the Y position. So I want the X position, which is, I think, the same. What's the X position? Is that... No, the X position is the one I need, actually. Okay. Gosh. X position to X position. There we go. I'm gonna set my thing to like 20. No, that's too much. 5 studs. No snapping, please. That way. And then I can get rid of this entirely and bring it back like that. Nice. And that's just basically just what I'm gonna do for all the pillars in this room. I mean, I said during one of my last streams that it looks like vaporwave aesthetic, and I stand by that. Ooh. I don't like how this looks from the inside, so I might actually take this down a bit and like put one of these on top. And snap to parts. This should fix it. Yeah, that's much better. That looks nice. That looks nice. I like that. Alright, much better. Okay, so yeah, the first of many. Now I just have to do that a whole bunch more times. And I do mean like a bunch more times. What I'm really not looking forward to though is getting the archways positioned right, because I remember that sucked last time. You could add some ominous sound when you enter the room to make it spooky. Yeah, I should add more just like sound cues in general to the game. I really, I don't know if Chicken Sandwich, I think you probably saw me and Fostrate look at Ghost Asylum, the game that copied mine. But one thing I admit I really like in that game and how the creator of that game did that is the sound design. I really like the sound design in that game. Why am I the only one typing? I don't know, we got some lurkers tonight. I think I can even move these a little bit further down and make the archway even nicer, but hang on, I don't want to do that too much. I don't want to overdo it. Why are you like this, man? Why is snapping so weird? The snap feature is just so bizarre. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try something. Don't panic. It still doesn't work. Okay, fine. I think I know what I can do actually. Resize a line. I need you. Resize a line. The bottom of this with the bottom of this. Did that? Oh gosh, that's not what I wanted. I took the whole ceiling down. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna try something real quick. Move this 5 studs this way. 5 studs this way. There we go. Hey, Shoebill. Welcome back. New thing got released. Watching this and simultaneous. Oh, that reminds me. There is something we need to do real quick. There's that thing about like the chat service being like the old chat service being deprecated. All you have to do is select text chat service and set that to from legacy chat service to text chat service. I don't know what difference that's gonna make gameplay wise, but that's what it told me to do, so yep. That's just what I did. Okay, resize a line. Where is the bottom of this mesh exactly? It must... Is it... this? No. That's so bizarre. Is it this? Did I find it? Does this mesh even have a bottom, technically? What the heck? I'm so concerned. Unions are weird. Unions are just really weird. Well, I could do it the old-fashioned way, I guess, which is I put something right under here, like this, expand it out like that, and then I can turn on collisions, theoretically, and then just make it hit that part. That's the old-fashioned way of doing it. That's before I discovered resize align. But hey, the old reliable trick still works. Nice. Now why is it not going back where I need it? Oh my, holy cow. I am not messing around anymore. C-frame origin Z. Make a model of that. See if I didn't actually need to, but oh well. There we go. Ugh. Alright, but Smosh without context, nice. That's a fun video. I'm glad I made that, but I'm probably not gonna make another just because it's so like outside my channel niche, and it would just really confuse the YouTube algorithm about like where to put it and stuff. And make a model of that, make a model of this. Why? It's so much nicer now that I can move entire models by the vector 3 data, because I don't think you could always do that. And it's just nice being able to do that now. Whew. I'm literally just gonna copy and paste this one. As in like delete it and then like reposition the new copy or whatever. Where'd that go? What the heck? Oh, because I turned on collision, that's right. And I never turned off collisions. I am just so much I know I've said it before, but I am just my own worst enemy when I do this kind of thing. When I do like the game design. I might have to update the staircase because otherwise we've got this weird thing here, like this weird gap. Not a fan of that. Oh my gosh, this is just gonna take so much out of me. I just need to select all these to make a pillar again. Boom. Made a pillar. Why is that there? Okay. I need to take a drink of soda. I've only been streaming for 40 minutes and I already feel like really exhausted just because of what I'm doing, like the nature of what I'm doing. Let me have a look at the reference again. I don't know why, but I thought this would be a lot easier to make. I feel like it would be easier to make if I were designing this, if I were designing the Ghost Hunt map on a grid, which is probably what I should have done all along, but like, oh, I like these little rooms that like go down underneath. That's cool. Why don't we build stuff like this anymore, man? Like, modern architecture is just so, like, minimal and simplistic compared to this. Like, I know this is from a game and all, but, like, there's real buildings that look like this, obviously. And it's just so sprawling and lots of, like, really cool angles. Like, I just want to walk around in this environment. It's just really cool, but... Yeah, see, like, how these ceiling panels are, like... You know, perfectly square. And theoretically, if I just copied and pasted, like, you know, everything that's on the grid, like, this would be so much easier to make if, like, Ghost Hunt's map was on a grid, and it isn't. Okay. But I guess I could, like, move the staircase back and, like, the entire room. Because I think, like, this half of the room here is obviously shorter than this half, so I think that would actually just fix everything if I did that. So yeah, I might just go ahead and do that. But first I just want to get the pillars copied and pasted. One thing at a time, Cat, one thing at a time. Oh gosh. Why is it going all the... Oh. What the flip? Position world pivot. No. There. Fixed it. God, no, I did. What is causing this to be this way? I'm just making a new model. Here we go. Now that should work. My gosh. Whoa, that's cool. So this pillar is only like... Yeah, I duplicated it and moved it, but this pillar is only like 8 studs away on the x-axis or whatever. It's only 8 studs away from, like, the X center of the entire, of this entire world's universe. I'm such a nerd. I need to stop. Whoever said nerd is, whoever told me I'm a nerd in chat earlier is, like, completely accurate. But now I've got another problem. Just because of the way this is. I might actually go this route after all. What would it look like if I just did that? I don't like that at all. That's weird. I'm gonna see something real quick. Where's the size on this bad boy? 2299. Yeah, so these are different widths. So if I stretch this out here, they're still different widths. I don't know, man. The Roblox building, it's just so easy to confuse yourself, honestly. It's like, this is obviously wider than this, and that's kind of the problem that bugs me about it. It's just that some sides of this room are, like, longer than other sides, is basically what I'm getting at. I could just fix that, though, so... I'm just fixing this entire... This has become the fix the entire main lobby stream, I guess. but I'm not gonna sit here and act like it doesn't need to happen. If I'm being totally honest with myself, it totally does, because this room is just broken. Every side of it is broken. To make it feel less empty, you could add a rugged floor on the second story. Yeah, I mean, it'll feel, even just adding the guardrails should make it feel kind of less empty, to be honest. See, now these are, I think, the same width. Yeah. But the problem is, as you can see, that's causing a whole bunch of other problems. I shouldn't say a whole bunch, but it's causing other problems for sure, no doubt. I feel like this is gonna just lead to me like replacing all the pillars and like relocating all the pillars so that like they are kind of on a grid in a way. Let me have a look at something else real quick. I love this room a lot, but I hate what it's become. There we go. I just want to fix this so that like the room is perfectly square, because right now it's actually rectangular. So some sides of the room are longer than other sides. I'm just messing myself up, honestly. Like, the more I try to fix this, the more... It's like a Rubik's Cube. Like, I fix one thing, and then it messes up something else, and then I need to fix that, and then I just get lost in all the minutia of everything. So I need that to be there, I guess, in order to make this more even. Luckily, the staircase is already like one big group. That's kind of cool. I vibe with that. I know there's Z fighting like mad, but I'll fix that later too. Okay. So now I think this room might actually be perfectly square. I hope. Or at least like really close. Oh, look at that! 120.075x, 120.075z. Haha! I made a perfectly square room. I made a perfectly square room. I suck at building so much. I don't have the right to make the friggin' noob builder versus pro builder things. I really don't have the right to. So now if I place these accurately, then I think they'll be like... I want it to snap like right here. I can understand why that'd be confusing for Roblox, but oh my gosh, I need that so much. To make it feel... Oh, I already read that, my bad. Okay, well maybe I can use my trick of making it like a model, making all this a model and setting like the primary part and all that. Primary part. Hiya! Is that gonna work for me? Ugh, I hate this. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. See, look, it's right there. That's the worst. That's the worst of it, is like when it detects what you're trying to snap it to, but it doesn't snap it like the right way. I need a whole compilation of me just like failing to place things properly, because that would be like, well, it'd be the longest compilation ever for one. So I don't know if anyone would actually want to watch, but oh, was that it? Was that it? I think that was it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The snapping is just so weird because it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and then all of a sudden it works for no reason. You can edit the pivot that side to make it move easier. Oh, now, yeah, I should have done that actually. Yeah, I love the snapping. I love it to death. It's fantastic, and Roblox should have made it a long time ago, but I do have that exact problem with it. Why is there a duplicate pillar here? That's weird. Okay, but now that the room is perfectly square, I think what I can do is like just copy these entire things and then rotate them on, like, if I move the pivot over here and rotate them that way, then it should perfectly span across like each part of the room, I think. Can you hear the exhaustion in my voice? I think I'm watching it's almost over and I'll be back to chatting very soon. Cool. Shoebill, what you're missing out on actually is a complete do-over and me reliving like exactly the problems that I was having like a few streams ago. When I'm trying to like perfectly place all these things so that it works. But I think I'll be more successful this time because instead of working around the problem I was having, I actually just fixed the root cause of all our problems. So I think maybe, yeah, I've been hearing it, a deja vu. Yeah, it is very much. You're probably hearing me say a lot of the same things even. Catulus tripping off the studio fence. Oh my gosh. No fentanyl for me. None of that now. None of that now. I'm a group these. They're a group. Yeah, see, already they are perfectly sliding between the pillars. I mean, perfectly enough at least. There's still that like microscopic gap, but that's only gonna bother me if I allow it to. I think players generally won't be able to see. Oh, frick, we do have an issue. Kill me. Just kill me. Grab like a linked sword or a super ball or something from like the classic Crossroads brick battle inventory and kill me dead. Like, honestly. I'm gonna try something. I want this to be... This is exactly a rerun of last time, I swear it. No, not ball, I don't want ball. Here we go. Because I'm even trying like the exact same tricks that I did last time to try to make this work. Plugins, part divider. I want it on, oh gosh. I want it on what axis would this be? I absolutely hate that you can't just drag stuff without it like trying to make you snap it to something. That's awful. Would this be the y-axis, I guess? Dude, what the frick is happening? It would not be the y-axis, okay. So it would be maybe X. Z, literally the last one I tried, okay. Alright, so now, like, this here, these lines, it shows me exactly where I need to put the middle pillars so they're perfectly aligned between these two. Right? But actually, the problem is I don't know if this pillar is perfectly placed either, so let me resize. Yes, resize, not... Isn't there a way to drag the part divider interface? No, I guess not. Okay. So let me resize, not drag, resize the properties window back to where I wanted it. Roblox Studio could use a bit more polish, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, now that I've made this room perfectly square, I think I can actually get away with this time. I'm so sick of dealing with this. I'm gonna be so happy when designing this part of the game is over. I have come to resent it. Resize, align that stuff. Because that's the only way Roblox Studio is gonna listen. Is when something made by somebody else is being used. Alright. Oh, you're joking. You're actually joking. It's a trick. It must be a trick, because literally I just measured this room and it was just a perfect square. Like a second, all of you saw it with your own eyes. These streams, I swear, they're very quickly just becoming like, watch Catulus suck at Roblox building for like 2 hours. Watch Catulus get nothing done for like 2 hours because he sucks at Roblox building so much. The build is actually pretty good for the time you've done it for. Thank you. See, look. This is what I was looking for. This is why I undid everything. This is why I went about 40 steps back. Look. It's... What part of this is not a perfect square, right? It is. It's a perfect square. So why is it that when I create this exact same block a second time, it's not a perfect square anymore? This is it. This is the Catulus loses his mind. This is the Catulus becomes a patient at Morseburg stream. That's what this is. That's what this is. The build is the patient. This is so ridiculous. Look, it's, how is this not a perfect square? It is a perfect square, according to the information. Size, X, 120.075. Z, 120.075. It's a perfect square. So what changed? Did I accidentally resize the room at some point while I was adjusting my pillars? There must be something in that soda. Oh gosh, don't even, I'm just so... I don't even know what's... I'm gonna keep this. I'm just gonna keep this on hand. I'm gonna move it outside the map so I can refer back to it as need be. But, yeah. I guess what I should also find out real quick... Oh, hang on. Yeah, see, these parts of the balcony are also not the same size at all, so there's that. I'm just gonna duplicate one to the other side and, like, that'll fix that. I don't know if it's the best way to fix it, but... Oh, gosh. What I need is clippers. I need people to, like, clip my streams. Because there'd be a lot of... And, like, make them into YouTube shorts. Because there'd be a lot of highlights from tonight. Okay. Now that I've done this, let me move this over here to this wall. Oh, maybe this is why. Because, like, maybe secretly it wasn't actually touching the wall, even though it looks like it should have been. Alright, I'm gonna edit the pivot real quick. That should make it easier to work with. I'm gonna take chicken sandwiches suggestion and, like, edit the pivot. Try to be all sneaky and edit the pivot in a way I didn't want it edited, but I saw through it. I'm smarter. I'm smart. Game stupid. It's not even a game at this point. It's like a game, almost a game engine. Do you guys consider Roblox Studio a game engine? I gotta know. Oh, excuse me. But yeah, I have to know if you guys actually do consider Roblox kind of its own game engine, because I kind of do. It's not a fully qualified game engine, I don't think, but I feel like it's close enough at this point to be considered a game engine. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm not familiar enough with what game engines are actually all about. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, it is somewhat a game engine. It's crazy the variety of games made on it. Yeah, and variety of styles as well. You see, apparently this isn't a perfect square for whatever reason. Oh my gosh. I want to take a wrecking ball to the entire main lobby and, like, design it from scratch is literally how I want to carry on about this. I usually find lighting the hardest besides scripting. You know what I find the hardest? This room. This room is the hardest. And I didn't want that to be the case, but here we are. I'm doing a science experiment real quick. Oh my gosh, why don't you want to snap to this? It's right there. It's literally right there. What is the issue? Yes. Okay. 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 I'm getting rid of all these. I'm getting rid of all these platforms because at some point something went wrong. I don't know what. I don't know why, but all of these, you see these four corners? They're all the same size, right? Yes, they are. And you know why they're the same size? It's because I duplicated them. So if they were one size before and I duplicated them, then they're gonna stay that size, right? So now I can just resize align this to that, and then this to that, and then this to that. Now they're all still the same size, right? Lengthwise. Sigma technique, thank you. But it didn't work! It didn't work! I don't know why! Why does it not work? Alright, hang on. Maybe if I do it without resize align. No. It's because the room isn't perfectly square and like I've lined these up with like this corner. So what I need to do actually is resize this against this wall like that. And then I need to rotate it this way. Actually, I'm doing this backwards. What I need to do... It would have been a cool technique if only it would have worked. But here's I think this is the actual solution. Put this here. Yeah. And then rotate it so it's sideways like this. Put it against this wall and then move it against this wall like this. Thank you, Roblox snapping feature, for working properly. Valkers, I like your game. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Bro caps. See, it's this faintest little gap right here. Oh, my gosh. I'm gonna get rid of all these real quick because at this point they're just distracting and I'm gonna delete them anyway, so. Yeah, Valkers, thank you for playing my game and for checking it out. I'm glad you like it. I worked very hard on it and I lose my mind. I break my brain every time I update it. And that's, anyone watching this stream can tell you that is not an exaggeration. Because I have officially lost my mind this stream. Completely. It's gone. My mind is gone. But see, like, the slightest little gap right here. Theoretically, if I just fix that, maybe it'll work properly. I'm gonna move the staircase back a bit as well, because that's also kind of distracting. I'll fix that later, don't worry. The first time I joined, I went into the cafeteria with my friends, and they saw a ghost, and my friends thought I was schizo. They are quite fleeting, aren't they? The fleeting ghosts of Morseburg. I just put this wall up against this part? Oh, I did, I think. Did it? Yes, it did. Okay. Okay. Now can I do Sigma technique? So see how I've got this walkway here? Hang on. Let me get rid of that, if it will let me select it by itself. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right, now can I do Sigma technique? Please. Move this right here like this, and then just drag it straight down like that, yeah. Are we good? Yeah, I think we're good. Fostrate, welcome to stream. Did you fix the gap in this room? I don't know. I actually don't know. It's just, this is whole, I hate this room now. Fostrate, like, you need to rewatch, like, at least highlights of the stream. Like, I gotta get into the habit of making, like, clips from my streams as shorts, because this one would be a absolute factory. I literally just minutes ago, I came in critical danger of becoming a patient at Morseburg. I was laughing maniacally as I know there's a gap behind the stairs. I know there's a gap behind the stairs. I'm gonna fix it. But this update, this stream broke my brain, and it's still broken. Like, if you want, I can't remember if you were here, like, that one stream we were first making these pillars and we were trying to get the spacing exactly right. It's literally a rerun of that. But worse, if you can believe it. Because that stream, at least it was that one problem. At least that stream, it was that one problem. This stream, there has been infinite problems. It looks good now, thank you. I think I may have gotten this room to be perfectly square now. Should make an asylum room where when you enter, the door behind you disappears and blood appears on the wall, like that one room at the start, but scarier. I can't do blood anymore without, like, Roblox making the game, like, I don't know, like 16 plus or whatever, which is sad, but I like the idea of the doors, like, at least locking or disappearing behind you or whatever. That's cool. I might do that. All right, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. I'm just gonna use resize align for this because I don't think that's actually messing me up. Resize align. Resize align that to that, and this to that. Please be perfectly square. If you're not perfectly square, I'm gonna be so angry. I mean, it's not gonna be perfectly square right now because I still have to do this part, but okay. Ha 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 ha! Yes, I am victorious. Ooh, look at me! Look at me! I'm a perfectly square part. Ha ha! Oh my gosh! For what? An hour and 19 minutes. For an hour and 19 minutes, I've been trying. I've been, like, breaking my brain at this update. And finally, I got the room perfectly square. What that means is, I can, like, copy and paste these pillars more. Oh, by the way, Fostrate, imagine if it was 0.1 stud off. It was less, it was either less or more than that at some point. I don't know. I've been trying to fix it for the last, like, hour and a half almost, but we've just fixed it. And I think, Fostrate, I'm redoing the pillars, by the way, because I want them to be shorter, because look at the Resident Evil mansion. As you can see, the pillars don't go all the way to the ceiling. They exist just to support the second floor, and I actually like that a lot better. So that's what I'm doing, and I think, I can fix the staircase now. And I'll have to make the stairs probably a bit wider just so that they're cohesive with this, I guess, but oof. All right, so now what I can do is take this. Now we're gonna have this problem all over again though, where like it doesn't want to snap to like this edge for some reason. I tried for like a minute and a half. No, not even that. It was longer than that. Like a couple minutes just to get it to snap to like the edge of this. Oh, there we go. It's doing it. Yay. All right, so now I'm gonna get rid of that. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So now theoretically, if I move this over, hang on a second. I need another one of these real quick. And put these over here. I shouldn't have deleted the first one. I should have put it in lighting or something. So I never have to do this again, because this wall has caused me so many problems. This back wall, for whatever reason. It hates me. Okay. Dopamine rush, yes. I'm gonna... I was gonna say I'm gonna put the stairs in lighting, but I actually don't need to. Okay. It is dopamine rush every time, like, the snapping works properly, because sometimes it doesn't. This lighting, I need to change the lighting because I can't see anything right the way it is. Let's try 15, 16 o'clock, 18 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Ah, there we go. 11 might be my new go-to. Actually, I like how that looks, actually. Where's the sun? Can't see it with all the clouds, but that's okay. I haven't seen the sun in days. That'll be me by the time this stream's over. It'd be like a shut-in. Okay, just a little further. Just please, please, man, please. Just negotiating with the snapping is just so irritating. Oh, you. Here, can I edit the pivot to be more advantageous? Because that might help, if I can. Oh! Well, I actually don't want it there. I want it here, right? Here and on this corner. Oh, maybe this will work. Oh, yeah, it did! Yay. Yeah, thanks again, Chicken Sandwich, for suggesting that, because that works quite well. Okay. So now... what I can do is like try to figure out fix this whole gap somehow. But I think I know how I can do it. I want this pillar, I want it to be not a pillar anymore, I want it to be a block. Move it all the way over here. Snap to the edge of that, perfect. Part divider. Let's move that somewhere else for now. Part divider plugin. Yoink. Divide it into 3 parts. Or actually, I guess I could divide it maybe into 6. No. 9? So let me try that, I guess. So the position of this would be the position of the pillar that I just duplicated, yes? Question mark. Oh my gosh. Why are both the pillars... Why are both the pillars groups? I didn't want that. I don't remember even asking for that. Okay. So this one. Position of right there and such, yes. Duplicate that. Position like that. Oh, but that's world pivot, sorry. Position, there we go. Except I want the Y to be the same. So I just want the X. Oh my gosh. I feel like I've learned nothing this entire stream. That's the problem. There we go. No, this is gonna be not enough. That's okay. I can work with that. I can do something else, I guess. So yeah, these lines here, these lines between the bricks, or like where the bricks meet each other, that's where I need to put the pillars. Just like that. That's all there is to it. So if I just take... Oh, this will be a Sigma technique. I know what I'm doing now. All of a sudden it's clicked. If I take this and make it like the exact... You know what? Don't laugh at me. Okay, I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Sometimes I wonder how much of this is like my own incompetence as a builder and how much of it is just Roblox Studio messing me up. I really do. I really do wonder about that sometimes. Alright, but see, look. This part that I just made is the exact width of these two parts combined. So, that means it will be, if I stretch it like this, it's in the exact X position that I need the pillar to be. You see? See what I'm getting at? So copy the X position of that. Duplicate. Why does that keep happening, by the way? All right, copy the X position of this and put it, and paste it in the pillar that I duplicate. That's my plan. Did I do good? No, the pivot's off. Hang on. Holy moly. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Perfect spacing. For once in my life, I was smart. It's healing my brain. I'm so sorry I've fallen behind on chat. It's because, YouTube's messing with me. Like, literally the third-party chat that I use for the on-screen chat here is actually better at keeping up than the actual YouTube chat from the stream. I'm sorry. So, like, all this time I've thought nobody's been chatting. Okay, I gotta get caught up. Fostrate says geometry. Yes. The stream was supposed to be about guardrails. What happened? Yeah, right? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I've lost my mind. We need a dome ceiling. That'd be cool, but man. First, I want to read a very special comment. Ark the Abnormal says, I've been on studio for 7 years and still figuring out stuff like this. Well, I'm glad it's not just me. Brother. Chicken Sandwich says, brother. Like Mimir. Cool. All right. Valkyr says, call a doctor. Valkyrs, imagine the Sigma technique if it was a freaky technique instead of being Sigma, it was freaky. Well, I think then both YouTube and Roblox would ban me at this point. I'm so sorry that I fell behind on chat, but it's not my fault because my YouTube chat stopped updating, so I stopped seeing new messages. Also, Fostrate, I put the properties window up here so that it doesn't get in the way of the chat. But hey, now I know what I'm doing. Because I can duplicate this, put it there, stretch it up like that, and just like that, ta-da, it's in the exact X position I need it. The Penguin says, I'm not old, so I don't think I will need a doctor. I'm just sitting down, resting, and putting a Band-Aid on my toe. What'd you do to your toe? What's your favorite pizza topping? If I have to have toppings, pepperoni, but I'm a cheese-only kind of guy, to be honest. I don't know how I fell. What's your favorite pizza topping, Valkyrs? If you say anchovies, you're banned. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not banning people for their pizza topping selection, even if it is anchovies. Bacon, that's a great choice. Kat, you missed the message, but I fell down the stairs. Ow! Fostrate, you're a pineapple guy, or are you just joking? I actually don't hate pineapple on pizza. It's not my favorite, but it's nice. It's nice if I'm in the mood for it. He fell down the stairs, allegedly. That sucks. I fell down the stairs when I was a kid and actually gave myself a concussion. No joke. It was no bueno. Because I was carrying... Okay, I had this, like, toy... that was, like, Star Wars The Phantom Menace era. It was a Star Wars The Phantom Menace toy. And it was Queen Amidala's ship. But it was kind of like a game of Operation in a way. But I think backwards. And that, like... It played on the whole scene where, like, their ship was damaged and they were stranded on Tatooine until they could repair the ship. And so, like, it was like a little game where you had, like, a pair of tweezers and you'd, like, repair the ship. I was, like, bringing that down the stairs in one hand and I missed a step. And I just fell down the last, like, 5 steps in our apartment and I gave myself a concussion. If you think I'm lying, I can show the cut, though I feel I might get banned on Discord if I did that. I believe you, as someone who has fallen down the stairs before. I believe you. Look at this, Fostrate. Just all of this, I'm wiping it out because of how much I wanted it to change. It's sad, but it's necessary. Rare Roblox W, the snapping worked. I'm not gonna say W anymore because it's actually longer than saying when. How'd you get a concussion? I wanted to play Operation. Yeah, true story. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna perform another operation on this. Because this top part is longer than the arch, and I can't have that. Where did you go? Ah, there we go. Ha. It is actually a dopamine rush every time the snapping feature works properly. That's quite nice. Okay, I'm gonna make a model of these. Mr. I'll make a model out of you. You know, hi, Aaron. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Like, the gap between these two middle pillars is actually shorter than the gap between the two outer pillars, and I don't know why. It's weird. Hang on, let me see something. I don't... Sips Coke, yeah. Hi Tigress, welcome to stream. Oh, I have a story to tell. I'm interested. If it's a story that'll help me retain my sanity in the midst of all this, then please tell it. Please tell it, like, immediately. Just grab, like, a linked sword and a super ball and a slingshot and rocket launcher from the classic Crossroads pack and kill me with all of them. I thought I was clever. I thought I was cool. Oh. Hey, G-Hub Power. Thanks for the $2.79 donation. That's really awesome. Thank you. Where's my GIFs? There we go. Yay! We got donations. Thank you so much. A donation. You are keeping my lights on, kind of. I mean, I have a job outside of this, but, you know, still, thank you so much. Welcome to stream. Good to see you. I honestly would just go down, it would just go with resizing the arch. I would too, but I think it'll look weird. I don't even know. I'd have to do it separately, I guess, since I made a model out of this. I guess it doesn't look that weird, but it's... Bro, I need to go buy milk, but I don't want to. Well, as long as you come back. What really bothers... Whoops. What really bothers me is that it should have worked. You know? I want to try something. I'm gonna try one more thing, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. How did I wait, I came up with a solution to fix this last time. Oh, hold on. We've got another issue. Oh my gosh, I am just the worst builder on the planet, I swear. I don't know how anyone ever puts up with me. And you know what? That might actually be what caused this problem. Is that like these bricks on top were off center from this pillar, which is how I justified them against this. And that's a problem. See what I mean? I'm bad at describing things, okay? But that's you probably see what I mean. Are they correct on the Z-axis or whatever? Yeah, okay. If it makes you feel better. I can't learn Studio even if my life depended on it. This guy makes Cyber Castle. He is not the word. Well, here's the difference, okay? I was touching on this earlier. Excuse me. I was touching on this earlier, but you weren't here. Look, Cyber Castle was built on a grid. Much like Minecraft, everything that makes up what Cyber Castle was is on a grid that I just copied and pasted, like Minecraft chunks. And if you look at this, it kind of looks like that's how they made this. So if I would have been smart, I would have designed this part of the Ghost Hunt map that way, but I'm not smart. I decided I'm just gonna wing it and see what I got. But hey, look where that's gotten me, huh? Look where that's gotten me. But I do know he made the ladder best thing ever. He is the best. That's true. I did make the ladder. I'm gonna change this to block real quick. Well, actually, first I'm gonna change it to yellow so I can see what I'm doing. Where's the shape or whatever? Shape, cylinder, block. There we go. Part divider, split it in two. Drag this friggin' thing out of the way. Put it anywhere. I don't care. Divide into two parts. There we go. And I'm gonna take both of these, duplicate them over here like this. I mean, what angers me is that I came up with a solution for doing stuff like this in the last stream that I was struggling with this, and I forgot what my method was. That's a big frustration. If it makes you feel worse, I started actually learning in Studio 2 to 3 years ago, and I understand a lot. Help me with this. Okay. Do that. Divide part by 3. Boom. Okay. Will this work? I think this might actually work, but I've said that about literally everything I've done. So I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I kind of doubt it, but I could be wrong. There. Okay. This is actually making me nervous. There. Oh, I know why. 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 I know why it messed up. I know why it didn't. I know why it didn't. I know why it didn't work. It's because, select the right thing, dang it. It's because the pivot for this is up there, because that's where I needed it to be to get it aligned with the balcony. So if I just resize the pivot correctly, or like put it back to where it's supposed to be, like if I edit the pivot again and put it back to the center of this, then it should work, right? How do I reset the pivot? Just in, oh gosh, just in studio, like, or in the numbers, because I can't drag it. Screw it, I'm speedrunning it by ungrouping it and regrouping it, effectively making a new model entirely. That's why. That's why. That's why. That's why this got so messed up. Bro was like, Eureka! I think he's gonna add color after the structuring. Yeah, I wanna make everything look nicer in here. Also, I'm gonna put like wood panels on top of the stairs, and like the top floor is gonna have like a wood bottom as well, so that's gonna help a lot with like things looking less monotonous. Oh, the smarts. I hope. There have been like 5 different occasions where during this stream alone where we've thought I was smart and we've been collectively wrong. But I think we're actually collectively right this time. I think that actually was the issue. Huh, okay, good. Ungroup that stuff, regroup it, good. World pivot. I'm so confused. Why do they have to call this origin, you know? That just makes it sound like you're just moving like... Because in Blender, the origin is the pivot. So that's like really confusing, you know? Alright. Moment of truth, everyone. Okay. Yeah, right here. There we go. I don't even need to size it that way, to be honest. Because one way or another, it's still gonna have the same, like, thing. Where'd it go? What the heck happened to it? Maybe I accidentally did the size instead of the position. I don't know. I've been looking at the screen for way too long, and it's getting to me. All right, I think that's good, isn't it? Mightn't it be? Pretty pleased with whipped cream and a cherry on top. Let me resize this. Well, hang on, I have to ungroup it first, don't I? Resize this, and I'm gonna duplicate it over, and if it's not the same, then I have no clue. At that point, maybe I will just go with like resizing each individual arch, making the center ones bigger than the outer ones. You should add a secret mode where you just get a gun, and that's the only change. It's the entire game, but you have a gun. That'd be fun. Oh my, the word blender gave me flashback to the box. Oh yeah, when I called the box a sphere or whatever. You should take a game break, and instead of letting your game destroy your brain, the people watching destroy your brain with the games they recommend. So like brain rot games or what? The jolly old brain rot games, what? I don't know. I'm just broken. This stream has broken me entirely. Oh. Yes. Yes. Let's go. And I don't think I've showed you guys the best bit yet, but if my calculations are correct, which is a massive stretch of the imagination, I grant you, I'm gonna duplicate this. Let me see if I can edit the pivot, because that'll make it easier if I can. I can edit the pivot, but not the way I want to necessarily, but that's okay. I've got another plan. If my calculations are correct, since I made this room perfectly square, hang on, let me set the primary part of this. I'm gonna move my properties back up here. Primary part, I'll set it to that, I guess. No, that's not what I wanted to set it to. I'm just gonna edit. No. I just need to snap to this. That's all I need. I need it to snap to this. And then we're gonna see something really cool, I think. If and when and how I can get it to snap to that. Okay. Primary part there. Right there. Oh, look, it's still not snapping. You son of a gun. Why would you not snap to that? Ugh. Okay, I tried this then. It's snapping to something, but it's not snapping to what I want. You ever feel like Roblox Studio wants me to fail? Because that's exactly how I feel right now. I feel like it's like sentient and it is fighting me. Like, I'm sorry, Catulus. I'm afraid I can't allow you to give Ghost Hunt an ending. Okay, I'm gonna edit the pivot and maybe it'll do something. There we go. So when in doubt, edit the pivot. Oh, there's a reset button of the pivot right there. So that's how I can make that happen. Oh my gosh. I want this to be a learning experience, but the problem is, like, I don't learn. I never learn anything that I have no right to be making the noob versus pro builder shorts. Okay. So much revision, it worked. Yes. All right, here comes the cool part, I think. If I grab this and grab that and duplicate these. It's offset, but it's offset in a way that I think I can fix it a bit. Where's my move tool? If the snapping works. Which is a big if. There, like that. See? Look at that. Oh, yes. Maybe? No. Oh, I'm confused. And I can't see. Doesn't help that I can't see. That was so satisfying, but it's off. It's off for some reason. And I can't figure out where at. But that's what doesn't make sense as well. I'm like a baby watching Cocomelon right now. It's off for some reason. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do, I guess. Instead of doing it that way, let me try doing it a different way. Now that I've grouped these, where's primary part? I'll set the primary part to that, I guess. Duplicate. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought duplicating a model would also duplicate the primary part and like keep the primary part the same and stuff. My mistake. Rotate on 45 degrees. Why do you keep resetting the primary part? I'm not asking you to do that. This is what I mean when I say, like, I feel like Roblox Studio wants me to fail. What is this, by the way? Why is there... I'm gonna lose my mind. I am. I'm gonna lose my mind. Because look, this is the same, like, size as... I think his game's... Yeah, me too. I think it's Haunted too. Because look, this is the same width. There's no reason this should not be working. There's no reason that this technique should not be working. Hang on a sec. I want to try something. This is for science. Oh my gosh. The software wants me to fail. That's the only explanation. It's come alive. It doesn't want me to finish the game. That's literally the only explanation. Yeah, because once again, this is not a perfect square. By all accounts, that technique should have worked to fix this. This and that are the same size, right? This and that are the same size. All of these are the same size. So when I put something like this in between them and stretch them so that it's against all of these, it should be a perfect square, right? So why isn't it? I'm moving this wall real quick, hang on. Move it 10 studs, I don't care. Anywhere. Anywhere not here. It is actually 0.1 studs off, like whoever said that joked it would be. I think it was Valkyrs. But why though? How is it off? Guys, I'm like the prediction guy. Yeah, you are. You predicted it. Fair point. I'm gonna try that one technique. I'm gonna try something. I moved this wall, but I need it back where it was, don't I? There we go. Oh my gosh. This is my purgatory. This is literally like what happens to me like in purgatory for like ages. Boom, then to this one, and to that one, and then this one to that one. Let me give that a try. Did that work? Is this perfect square now? Because I have no idea why it's not like a perfect square anyway at all times. It should have been a perfect square 2.5 hours ago. I haven't been streaming for that. It should have been a perfect square an hour ago. This is a perfect square. This is a perfect square. We have a perfect square here. Yes. Okay. This is perfect square. Good. So now I'm going to move this 200 studs up. Why? Bear with me. You'll find out. 200 studs up in the sky. Where I kept that one is not relevant anymore. Goodbye. Okay. I gotta redo some of this, but I'm okay with that, honestly. I've kind of gotten quite used to it for some reason. Okay, so now that I know, because originally, I think that one of my issues was like originally I made the room a perfect square, but not like this inner space inside the room, and I think that was where I went wrong, and that's why I had to go back so many steps and like retrace my steps so far back. Put the pivot right there. But now that this inner space, actually no, now that this inner space is a perfect square, which is the thing that I'm measuring like the distance of the pillars by, I think this might work now. By the way, turn on snap pivot if you want to move to one side. Oh yeah, definitely, that's a good idea. Snap pivot is just one of those things like I use, but not frequently enough to like memorize how it works, you know? Does that make sense? Okay, block. There you are. Could you make a short that explains pivots? Actually, I have no idea what they are, and I feel. Oh, okay. So if I make a part right here, I'm just gonna explain it now. If I were to rotate this, like let me turn on rotation. If I watch closely, Fostrate. If I rotate this, you see how it's like spinning around the center, like a record or like a CD? It's because the pivot is in the middle. If I move the pivot to this side, like the left side, and then I rotate it, as you can see, it's moving around that pivot on that left side. So it's like doing more of a swinging type thing. The purpose of me moving the pivot on the pillars is just to make sure, is to handhold, basically, Roblox's snapping feature, snap to parts feature, so that it snaps correctly. That's basically it. That's why I adjust the pivot in this scenario. All right. You notice I've not even bothering making these parts yellow anymore. I'm just so past it. We are just so far beyond that. I'm sorry. All right. Position X. I've done this 100 times in 1,000 lifetimes now. I must do it once again. Okay, pivot. Reset the pivot. Oh, also, Foster, yeah, 2 hours, let's go. Woo. Adjusting the pivot, like if I change these numbers, it will change it according to where the pivot is. So if it's not centered, and I'm expecting it to be, and I've built like this whole system for a centered pivot, then that's gonna be no bueno. So, yep, that's cool. That is a centered pivot. Huh. Hang on a second. Oh my gosh. I thought this would work, but I have to do this a slightly different way. That's okay. Not that different a way. Just different enough to let you know it's different, basically. I'm splitting these in two so I can get them like in the middle of this. I'm sorry we didn't get the guardrails going, guys. Pale white man with cat ears and blue and yellow hoodie gets frustrated at game infrastructure. Yeah, pretty much. Creator of Ghost Hunt the Asylum becomes patient in Asylum itself. Yeah, see, like, it's a good thing I did this because otherwise this wasn't gonna work. Okay. Well, at least I'm starting to fix the issues before the issues like finish being issues. I guess I don't even know what I'm trying to say anymore. I'm just gone. My brain's gone. Copy the X position and paste the X position. Why did I delete that part? There we go. Alright. Once again, copy the X position, duplicate this pillar, and paste this X position. There we go. Now I can duplicate these arches. I'm gonna get rid of the part divider window. Oh, G-Hub Power! Thanks again for another donation. You're awesome. No, it's not another. It's the same guy. Hopefully the lobby will turn out to be good. Thank you. I've been wrestling with it for 2 hours because, like, I'm not a good builder, but I think this is actually what I've got going on here. I think it will actually work. I think. And if not, then I just give up, honestly. And then at that point, I will probably just like try to fix it off camera at some point in my life. But hey, this part's working at least. The arches are the correct like width and all that. So that's cool. I don't need this anymore because I think that's off anyway, so. I know there's Z fighting here. I'm gonna fix it like later. All right, check this out. I think we've got it. Now that this inner space, oops, hang on. Oh my gosh. Now that this inner space between these balconies is a perfect square, I believe, I think we can make this work now. And you'll find out why I moved that one part, 200 studs in the sky, by the way. All right, so here, Fostrate, check this out. So see how right now it's not snapping where I need it to snap? It's because the pivot's down here in the air. If I move the pivot up here to the top of this part and to the edge preferably, then boom, it snaps just like that. And then you can reset the pivot so it's where it's normally is. And that's how that works. That's cool. That's cool. Thank you, Chicken Sandwich, for telling me to move the pivot around. That helps. This area compared to other parts of the map is like a mansion to a cardboard box. Yeah, and that's not accidental. That's very intentional because like this is the part of the asylum where like the public saw. I did not duplicate this. I moved it. Frick. Yeah, this is the part of the asylum that the public saw, so they kept it beautified a lot more than like the parts where the patients were. That was just pure function. They didn't bother trying to make it look pretty or anything. They just wanted the part where the public saw it to look presentable. And that got like all the renovations and stuff as well. Okay. Did it work? It worked. It worked. Finally. Finally. Look, it's gorgeous. Move this down 200 studs. Move this down 200 studs. Move this down 200 studs. It exists to prove a point. It exists to prove a point. Look. See? Everything's perfect. Everything's perfect. Is this the confirmed hype moment? Yes, it is. It is. It is. Frustrated. Oh my gosh, frustrated. Okay, cause tears. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Where's my, hang on. Let's go, finally, yeah. So what I was gonna do with this part is I was going to size it this way and then this way, and then I was gonna grab like these plus this and literally use this physical part as the center pivot to rotate it to make sure it got rotated properly. But as it turns out, I didn't need to do that. It couldn't see me waving my hand all sassy like, but I didn't need to do that because I am a slow genius, and the fact that my genius arrives at some point, it just takes its time. I'm always on the right track. Okay, so now that I've done that, I can actually fix this Z fighting, if there is still any Z fighting. Where is Z fighting at? There we go. Boom. Now at some point we'll need to fix this staircase as well because, get rid of that. As you can see, these parts of it are not as wide as this. And that's something that will cause problems later, but I don't care. We can fix that maybe another time. Maybe we can like I don't know. Congratulations, you are now a pro builder. Oh yeah, I've graduated from noob. I feel like I should get, in real life, I like wearing, especially in the colder seasons, I like wearing short sleeve shirts over long sleeve shirts. It's just cozy. I don't know why I like it so much. It's just nice. I should get a blue t-shirt to wear over a long sleeve yellow t-shirt, and then I'll basically be the Roblox noob until it gets my waist, and then I'm still wearing black pants. But do you know about unified lighting? I saw that it was announced, but I haven't investigated what that means. But anything that involves lighting, I'm very excited about, because my game's a horror game and it revolves around lighting a lot. So yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Tell me everything. I want to know about all of it. I've fallen silent because I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide, like, if I should move this staircase so that it's, like, here. That looks weird. I might move it back so that it's back here. And, like, expand this back further. I know we just made this room perfectly square and all. But, you know, that might be the best option. Keep it how it is. Then there's these weird gaps, like right here. I don't know how I feel about that. And this weird archway. I don't know if I like it. I like the stairs being back like this about, and then we would move this wall. Hang on a second. And then we would move this wall like that, and then we would like move these like that kind of thing, and then move like this here or something like that, and then more archways there. Is that what you mean? Is that what you got in mind? Because I like that a lot. But it won't be a perfect square. I know. I don't think it really needs to be a perfect square, but just in case I ever want to make it a perfect square again, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a part. Well, actually, I've already kind of got one. Yeah, here we go. I'll grab this. I'll copy that. And I'll paste it in the original location, and I'll move it up here, so that if we ever want to make the room a perfect square again, it'll be that easy. I mean, the room will still look square, because right now we've got this weird issue where like the stairs are kind of protruding into the square room in like a weird way. I don't know. But anyway, Fostrate, is that what you meant by like the stairs? Well, actually, the stairs aren't doing that right now, but if I move them back to how they were, like right, where were they? Right here about, then the room doesn't look perfectly square from the bottom anyway, so. Whew. But I like this vibe where like the pillars are like the entryway to the stairs. That looks kind of cool. That looks sick. I like that. Where's my reference? Yeah, and then we could do this thing where we've got this overpass above the stairs as well. Because then what we can do is take this and like rotate it, kinda. I'm trying to find the best one to do it so I don't mess up the square formation. But anyway, like theoretically, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like, yeah, theoretically we could put another one of these here. And then like, the stairs would be further back, obviously. So they'd be back here like that. And then we could have that cool little overpass as well. I feel like there could be hallways under the stairs too, but I don't know where they lead. Yeah, like in the thing here, we've got more stairs down here that lead. Like, I was just talking about this earlier. Why don't we build stuff like this anymore in real life? Like, why have we downgraded as a society to the point where, like, you know, we just don't build stuff like this anymore. Like, this is sprawling. It's got all these cool angles. It's got all this cool architecture, all these cool, like, pathways and stuff. Ah, but it looks like here, this is kind of interesting. What we've got here is, like, the stairs go up here a little, but then they actually curve back around right here so that you're walking opposite to the direction you were before. That's something we could do, but I don't know if we really need to. I kind of like this, how it is. It's because they're very complex to make and very that's true. It's got to be resource heavy to make stuff like this. I'm just taking a breather, man, just from all the trauma that I just went through trying to make this all work. Wow. So yeah, I can think about all the pain in deja vu. Yeah, deja vu especially, man. Yeah, see, it would look very similar to this, but just like with an overpass. Oh my gosh. Oh man, see ya, chicken. Have a good rest. All right. Thank you, chicken, for all your feedback and your suggestions and all. Very handy, very helpful. Deeply appreciated. Try to figure out why this is like different from that, if that makes sense. I don't know. I think all it needs is that. I'll go in like 10 minutes, okay. My YouTube video just bugged out. Sorry I was gone for a while. That's okay. I don't know when you bugged out, but if you missed it, we got it. We got the room in perfect shape. And what we're gonna do next time is add like guardrail, for real this time. We're actually gonna add guardrails to this and like the stairs and all that, but. I am so flippin' like drained from from this entire experience. Like, I mean, the real tragedy of it all is like I actually wasn't feeling like. Did you remove the stack pillars? I think so. Ah, good call, Fostrate, good call. Yeah, so all the pillars in here individual is good. That was a very good call, Fostrate, thank you. My gosh. No Z fighting for you. I'd love to see Catulus do the TikTok NPC livestream thing. Old but good. NPC livestream thing? Tell me more. I need more info if I'm gonna do that, because it sounds interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, theoretically we'd have like stairs going up here, stairs going back there, and then curving back around. I don't think that'd be particularly necessary. I think this looks pretty cool on its own, but. Oh, nice. I'm gonna ungroup these real quick. Don't panic, nobody panic. Gosh dang it. Snapping feature, please just work with me. Wow, thank you for the hearts. Yep. Back. Any progress? Yeah, I don't know when you left Lemonade, but yeah, we fixed this whole room so that it's better. We're gonna add guardrails next episode and all that, so. That's cool. Okay. So like people would donate and the live streamer would act like an NPC. Just search it up. Okay. Yeah, a lot has happened, Lemon. I don't know when you left, like I said, but I literally lost my mind for a while. Like I was straight up laughing maniacally like a madman. Edit pivot, please. There we go. It was crazy. I was crazy. I was acting crazy. But the point is, we made our progress and all that, so yeah. I want to get this so it's like perfectly here. So we got like half pillars there. That looks kind of cool. I like that. Heyo! Good to see you, comma. What's up, bro? It's been months since I watched you. It's been a while since I've streamed because, okay, here's what happened. I've tried to explain this like 3 times during the stream, but I've kept getting sidetracked. So what happened was I got influenza A. Well, actually what happened first was holiday season had me really busy and stuff. Oops. And that sucked. And then after that, yeah, I got like influenza A probably. And that really messed me up. That took a lot out of me. I felt sicker than I'd ever felt in my life with that influenza A. Or whatever it was. So that's why I wasn't streaming. That's why videos weren't things. Sorry, I had a big yawn because it's been a long stream and I lost my mind earlier. 100%. Like, literally laughing maniacally, bouncing off the walls kind of thing. Weird gap. Weird gap. There we go. Good night, chicken sandwich. Thank you again for tuning in, and thank you for your patience with me. But yeah, so all this whole stream, like, this room, I sent stream clips and memes, thank you. Yeah, okay, if you're in the Discord server, check out the stream clips, because I'm sure Chicken Sandwich put a whole bunch of good ones. Good night, have a good one, yeah, what he said. But yeah, so the problem was, like, this room wasn't perfectly square, and it was causing issues. It was causing mucho issues. I gotta check this out. Like, I gotta know, like, what he chose exactly. Hang on, brief pause of the music. I don't want the Fruity Guerrero music as much as I love Fruity Guerrero music. Freaky Tech, Brain Rotted Square. There might be a gap. Sigma Technique. My gosh, this is what I think it is.
Okay, now can I do Sigma Technique?
Yeah.
Okay, now can I do Sigma Technique?
Oh, is it just that? Okay. I'll watch these later.
Okay. Now
And maybe react to them, but oh, it's been wild. It's been wild, but good night, Americans from Asia. I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, where do I go from here? You know what I mean? And I think I'm gonna have to redo the ceiling part as well, because I don't think that these are bueno. Let me take a measuring brick. Now can I do what technique? Yeah, it didn't clip the part that what I did, but basically to get all of these, like, when we were trying to make this room perfectly square, I took these balconies, I made them perfect squares, like, in the corners. I duplicated one to each corner, and then I just resized each one to the next corner, basically, if that makes sense. I don't know, you had to be there. You had to be there. But the first time I tried it didn't work because, like, the walls were like some sides of the room were, you know, different length than other sides of the room, if that makes sense. Cats or dogs? I like cats. I like animals in general, so, you know, it's hard for me to favor either of them, but I identify with cats more just because of how random they are. Random and ADHD and curious and all that. I like cats, as you can plainly tell. But let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, see, so these aren't perfect squares either, so that's a problem. Cats all the way. Cats, they're so much more superior. Dang. To be fair, I could have guessed it. Yeah, I feel like it, but I'm a cat guy too. They're fun. They're cute. My wife has 2 cats at her home because they're brother and sister, and they didn't want to separate them. To be honest, I love both. Yeah, I love both too. And also, like, having pets is expensive here. It's like a $250 pet deposit for just a, like, one-time payment. But then it's like $75 a month per pet at the apartment that I live in. So it's like, and our shag carpet is horrible. So like the shedding would be like impossible to clean and stuff. Like it'd be bad. It'd be no bueno. So okay. So, whoa, my stream chat's weird messages aren't showing. Blank name, man. I'm just like, doesn't making game audio cost money? I think it used to. I don't know if it still does. It's been a while since I've uploaded a new sound. Okay, so I guess the next step would be... I don't even know why I'm still streaming. I'm so tired, but I guess the next step would be like making the steps on the staircase wider. So which axis is this? That's the Z axis on these. So if I take all these, click, 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 click. I should install that box select. Plugin, because that's handy. My gosh, I'm so brain dead. I'm so brain dead right now, like 100%. Maybe I should keep the staircase the same size because, like, I don't know anymore. I might call it somewhere around here. What I'm gonna do, by the way, guys, to speed run getting the ending areas done is I'm actually going to lock this door. I'm gonna lock the upstairs doors so that this like newly renovated office is the only one that you can actually access, and then that way I can focus on getting the outside areas done, and then I'll go back, renovate these offices more, and then unlock those doors. That's my plan to speed run the ending. But yeah, I can't decide if I want the stairs as wide as the things or not, as wide as the like balcony parts or not, because then we lose this cool like entryway thing here. I guess the pillars here are actually on the staircase, so I don't mean to be comparing it to this so much, but ugh. The guardrails will take up some space too. That's true. That's true. Don't forget that. Oh, I'm not forgetting. And the guardrails, the guardrails are gonna be like a whole new rabbit hole. Honestly, those are gonna suck too. Maybe make the stairs taper. Well, some people are good at that, but I ain't one of them. I don't know. Maybe someday I'll do that, but I kind of just want to get the framework of the new rooms done, and then I'll go back and make them fancier. At some point I want to have like rooms here, like maybe like a bathroom or something. because let's face it, it's pretty weird if like if you're a guest at the asylum, you go in, you have to use the bathroom, you have to go here, you have to go all the way over here, all the way over here, either through the courtyard or through these hallways, looping around here, and then here. So I'll probably add like a bathroom somewhere around here, near the front, because that's a long ways to go for a bathroom visit. I still absolutely hate how big the asylum is. It should not be this big. What if Catulus got a low taper fade? I'd hate it. It wouldn't look bad. I mean, it would look terrible, honestly. Like, I think it would, but I don't know. Do you guys, have you guys ever tried cutting your own hair at home? Like, I've been giving myself home haircuts for a while, and it's just so much cheaper, and I can like make it do exactly what I want instead of like trying to hide the pain from my barber when he got things too short. I'm basically just flying around trying to decide what to do next, if anything. Like, honestly, I can't decide if I want to call it here or not. I tried to cut my own hair, but just very little because I wasn't so experienced, yeah. Make some props, okay. What'd you have in mind, prop-wise? Do not say red visor. If someone suggests red visor, I will end the stream right here. My finger is on the button. My finger is on the start-stop stream button. And I can prove it. I can prove it. Orange visor. Where am I putting this? I'm gonna put this in memes. I'm gonna put this on memes, and anyone who's not in stream right now is gonna have zero context for this, and they're gonna be like, what the frick is this, and why? Or an exit sign. Oh, that's a good idea. I like exit sign. Should I make an exit sign? I'll do an exit sign. That sounds cool. I'll make an exit sign. Yeah, making props. That's a good idea. It's a nice break from the like taking a wrecking ball to the past like 4 months of progress that I made on Ghost Hunt. All right, memes. Look, just to prove that I meant business. Just to prove that I meant business. Look at that. My finger was on the stop stream button. If someone was gonna say red visor, I was literally gonna call the stream right there, and that's all it was. That's all it was gonna take. But didn't come to that. How do you make a popular Roblox game? I don't know. I just made a game, man, and like it just got popular on its own. It's weird because welcome to stream, by the way. Ghost Hunt isn't really a game that I would have thought would have gotten popular anyway. Like, not exit sign, not Ephomaniac ways. All right. So we have a couple variants it can be. Wow, stream deck control looks interesting. It's cool, and I gotta show something kind of cool as well. Let me like open the stream deck control panel. Stream deck. Switch to DaVinci. So here I'm taking another picture of this, and I'm just gonna put it in beautiful pics, I guess, in the Discord server. I've made a profile. So I've recently switched to vintage exit sign. That's a good point. We need to find one from like the 80s, don't we? Exit sign, sorry, caps, 80s. I've recently switched from Premiere Pro to DaVinci Resolve. And what you can do, well, you can do this in both programs, but I started doing it in DaVinci Resolve for reasons, but you can like select clips in the timeline and like color code them, and then you can select all the clips that are a certain color. So if I want to like do a camera zoom, like on my face cam, if I want my face cam to get bigger really quick, like I do like throughout the whole video, I can color code every time I want that to happen and just apply that same effect to all of those at the same time. And it's going to be a huge time saver. So in Beautiful Pictures, I did not post it. Hang on a second. I got carried away explaining it. Oh no, it's in media. That's right, it's in media. Here. So my Stream Deck, I've got these buttons, pardon the dust. I've got these buttons and this like, now I see why you take 2 hours per dev stream. Modeling is hard, yeah. But yeah, so these buttons, like if I have a clip selected, I can just push any of these buttons and it will change the color. So like every time I want like my face cam to get bigger really quickly, I press the purple button and make like the clip purple. And then like later, after I've gone through the whole video, I can tell DaVinci to select all the clips that are purple and then apply that same like that same zoom to all of those clips all at once instead of doing it one by one like I used to. Huge time saver, methinks. Okay, vintage exit sign from 90s, or 80s actually. I'm not gonna do one with a person on it because that sounds very hard. You know what? It's come to my attention. Exit signs just haven't evolved that much since the 80s, so I think I will just do this kind of thing, and this will be a good time to break out the what is it? The 3D text plugin. Same thing I used to make the Dr. Samuel Rodinger plaque in here. This. Alright, so exit sign. This needs to be... I don't need 2 parts. Where's my dummy? It needs to be about shoulder width. They're actually bigger than they look. Like if you get close to an exit sign, they are actually quite a bit bigger than you think they are. Fun fact, my cat was somehow older than this game. He was 17. Nice. Blue visor. Yeah, whatever happened to Red Visor Guy? Did he just change his name and I just never noticed? That's happened. I think this, but lighter. And less... and more... yeah. Ah, yeah, there we go. Something like this. He's still on the server, is he? What's his name? Like, did he change his name? Same, except my cat's 19 this year. Oh my gosh! Dude, that is a vintage cat. Maroon visor. That's an interesting... oh, maroon's a shade of red. That counts. I'm ending the stream. Good night, everyone. No, I'm just kidding. Totally joking. How many of you fell for it? How many of you fell for it? What time is it? 10:36? Night is young. Night is young. Okay, how are these attached to the ceiling? Like, what actually attaches these? You know what? I'm gonna be right back. Because my hallway in my apartment has exit signs, and I'm literally just gonna go look at those and take a picture of those real quick and put it in media so you can see them. And then that'll be my reference image. I think they've still got their exit signs, but I'm also gonna grab a soda real quick. I'll be right back. sometimes. I love apartment life. Okay. Exit sign break. It's like the coffee break ASMR that I did in that one episode of updating my game. Does anyone remember that? Or does anyone even know that exists? That I put like a coffee making ASMR in one of the earlier episodes of UMG. Is anyone even aware of that, and does everyone even know about it? But I've got my exit sign reference image. Right, I'm gonna open in browser and like just do that. I'll do it that way. Here we are. So this is in my apartment, right here. And that's what they look like on the bottom. I don't know if I'll go into this much detail because I'm lazy and I feel like it's not a good use of like game resources, because the more detailed you make things, the more like it demands processing power and like lags out players. So sorry, my asthma's killing me because I had to run up and down my stairs and stuff, but I'll recover. I'm wondering if I press this button, will it just turn the exit sign off? Like, could I actually just do that? Could I actually just reach up in my apartment hall and just turn off the exit signs? That'd be hilarious. Okay, we need a couple variants, I think. So we need some that have the arrows that way, and some that have arrows that way, I guess. Honestly, the game is already as detailed as they get. That's not true. Do you remember Acid, the mod Acid? He could have made the game infinite. Like, if I turned over the building of this project to him, he would have made this look photorealistic, honestly. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there with like the new like computer mice and all that. Oh, that reminds me. What I could do is take some of these and put these on these desks real quick. If it'll let me. Oh gosh. Don't you dare move that desk. Man, these fit like perfectly in the... Okay, note to self, do not let these get embedded in the desks. You'll never be able to get them out. I'm pretty happy with how these cables turned out too, by the way. I don't know if it matters as much to you guys, but to me, oh dude, look at that. It's just so perfect. I like Ghost Hunt style. I wouldn't want it to be any different. Oh, thank you, Fosterate. It's kind of frustrating. Well, not frustrating. Frustrating is not the word. It's challenging to make Ghost Hunt style because I get a lot of people saying like, they love that it adheres to the classic Roblox style. At the same time, I have to make sure that it holds up compared to other horror games on Roblox. And that's a difficult needle to thread. Very difficult indeed. Okay, I don't think anyone's gonna care if the cables are kind of in the wood like that. That's fine. After this, we can start making our exit signs too. I'll have to move this pencil cup though. I feel like this is the only person in the entire building who had their computer monitor set up like at not a diagonal angle. I'm definitely gonna have to move the pencil cup though. Ah. I don't know what's stopping me from selecting these normally, but it's kind of getting on my nerves. There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. That mouse looks like it's about to fall off the desk. Huh. And GH the houses style too. Thank you. That's barely fleshed out in any capacity. Exit sign time. Let's see. First of all, first thing I notice is I feel like I've got the color kind of wrong. Because it's more of like a light beige kind of color. I'm gonna put this on my second monitor. It's like this, but lighter. Right about there. But it should be more yellowed because it's older. The wire isn't attached to the computer. Okay. The lazy solutions are the best solutions. Anyway, thank you, Fosterate. Good eye. All right, so here's game plan. That soda just hits like just right after the friggin' like the madness that I've endured. Like, I'm serious, Fostrate, you gotta see what you missed because I literally lost my mind. I can't wait to go back and see, but here's game plan. We're gonna make the sign itself and the base, and then I'll worry about like the finer details, like this kind of stuff, like maybe later. And I'll probably just like do this and skip these things, these vent looking things. Or if I do these vent looking things, I'll like just have like the gaps, like the indentations without the actual vent looking things, if that makes sense. All right, let's get to work. So we're gonna need a couple variants here, I think, but I'll get to that later. Where's my 3D text plugin? Scale text, 3D text, here we go. All right, this is a great plugin, by the way. This over here, I guess. Activate cursor. I always forget how it works though, that's the problem. Okay, sample text. So this is literally just what it says it is. It makes 3D text. Honestly, I would just make the stuff on the bottom a decal. Oh, there's an idea, yeah. Yeah, that's an idea for sure. Maybe except the lighten button. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna like make the base for now, and then we can touch up the sample, the details later, I guess. All right, so let's see. Exit. That doesn't look bad. Let's see what other. They've got quite a lot of fonts here, honestly. It's pretty impressive. This is an impressive. Blue. That looks almost like my channel font. This is an impressive plugin, not gonna lie. Enter extra bold. So leading's like the spacing between. Oh no, that's the spacing between. What's leading then? Oh! It's an impressive plugin, but it's easy to hit the wrong button and mess yourself up. Okay, so tracking is that. I never remember what leading is, but oh well. I think this is as close as we'll get it. Yo, 10 viewers, let's go. Woohoo! Welcome everyone to stream. It's good to have you. I should switch back to my streaming profile so I can do stuff. Okay. Huh. Now I can play sounds and stuff. I don't know how well you can even hear that, but all right, so this is gonna be a red, but kind of faded at the same time. Faded, but also dark. So thinking kind of dusty rose, but more saturated than that. I think right about there. That's good. Because that's the thing, with making like old stuff, you have to make sure you remember to make it look old. Shocking, I know. This is the longest I've streamed in ages, but it's my big return to streaming, so. you know, it's deserved. Alright, so we're gonna need to make this pretty thin. Doesn't have to be all that thin, but and I think you can still change the color and size and stuff afterward as well, so I'm not terribly worried about that. I just wish you could make it more narrow. But I think this is the closest font there is. I mean, this is pretty narrow, but that's too narrow. That's almost not readable. It's just impressive. This is such an impressive plugin though. Like, I'm never gonna not be impressed by this. We're gonna make the stream record. That'd require us to beat the like 4.5 hour Alan Wake stream that I did that one time. I got 2 dogs, 1 cat. Dogs' names are Luck and Bo. And cat's name is Oreo. Oreo's such a cute name for a cat. I love it. I think I'll make this a little brighter actually. There we go. Alright, I think I should commit to this. Finalize. Alrighty. Now we can put it here and size it down a bit. Can you... Is there just no way to... like, stretch it on one axis? That's not where I wanted to put that. There we go. Is there no way to just stretch this on one axis? Is it just locked into this aspect ratio? Because I could have sworn you could do that. Maybe I'm just wrong. Oh, it's a model. Hang on a second. Yeah. What if I made a union of this? But you can't, can you? Because they're mesh parts. Yeah, okay. So I'd have to scale each one individually to make them more narrow, but I can do that. That's no big deal. Alright, so... I'll say... what? That much each one? Also, I'm turning off snapping. Ooh, I don't know. Things are getting weird. I think I like it better this way, actually. So both 2 people in a stream with 8 people watching both have cats named Oreo. That's hilarious. Alright, but I'm not gonna leave it like this either. Because we need arrows and stuff. I think what I could do... I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm gonna try something really crazy, and I have no clue if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna push the limits. Push the limits of the 3D text plugin and really see what it can do. Can you do symbols? Can you do like arrows? I think there's some symbols, like some arrows in here, right? You should add a silly hidden room. I don't know what. Yeah, I wanted to add a room with like ghost on break, if that makes sense. So like they're at a break room table. One of them's got like coffee and stuff. I've wanted to do that for the longest time. I just haven't gotten around to it. Oh, it's there's an entire page dedicated to arrows. Those aren't arrows. Okay, can I do greater than and less than signs? Well, let me do that. It does let me do that. Okay, that works. I can do that. Cool. Thickness is not much. I'm just gonna grab the color from this, honestly. I said almost dusty rose, and that is actually what Roblox classified it as. That's hilarious. That doesn't look like an arrow. I beg to differ, because on my reference image, as you can see, boom, it's basically not an arrow. That's basically a less than sign. Haha. But no, I agree, it doesn't look like an... Oh, maybe you're talking about the other thing that, like, actually 100% wasn't an arrow and was like, you know, 6 lines or whatever. I meant the cube. Yeah, okay, my bad. I always forget there's a delay in, like, the streaming when you click the arrow button. Yeah, that was not an arrow for sure. Alrighty. So this we can work with. Now we were speaking my language. Have you guys seen Sonic 3 yet? There we go. Man, I feel like it used to be that like locking aspect ratio for resizing things was one button and now it's a different button. Yes, it's so good. Yeah, it is. It's definitely the best of the 3, I think. I think it is. Maybe I'm just crazy, but... It's a metaphor for how Ghost Hunt has less than an exit. Oh my gosh. That's such a roast, but I love it. Will you ever cross-stream on other sites like Twitch? I better if I want to avoid ending up like Taiga and getting banned for no reason and like losing my entire audience. But I don't know how to stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. I should probably learn that, if that's even possible. Because I'd like to grow like a Twitch and YouTube. Will you ever cross-stream? I didn't even notice your typos, though, that's the thing. You speak of typos, but I saw none. I'm gonna center this perfectly because it's gonna bother my OCD if I don't. Alright, so now... The problem with these being, like, custom meshes instead of unions is that I can't make negative parts of these. Which is what I was hoping to do. Yeah, Sonic 3. Sorry, I got thrown off, but yeah, Sonic 3 is absolutely incredible. Keanu Reeves killed it as Shadow. Apparently, he did a bunch of research on Shadow's character to get it right and to play the part well. Also, there's a post-credit scene. There's a couple post-credit scene, but the first one is the one that really matters, I think. I'm not gonna spoil why, but just watch it, all of yous. So good. I'd really like to see Rouge the Bat in some of the Sonic movies. Shoot, Bill, I think we actually already talked about the post-credit scene like when we were in the Discord server, but I might be wrong. I have a hard time remembering what conversations I've had with which people. Like I remember the conversations, but not who I had them with, that sort of thing. It's out on home media, so go watch it. Is it? Is it really? Is it on Paramount Plus? I'm a memory bank, so how can I be a memory bank? Sonic 3. It's on Paramount Plus now? It's on Amazon. Oh. Oh, it's not on Paramount Plus yet? Okay. When is it coming to Paramount Plus? That's cool though. Yeah, Jim Carrey, I'm just reading the article about it. Jim Carrey played Dr. Robotnik as he always did, and Gerald Robotnik, Dr. Robotnik's granddad. And it was super fun. You could see a lot of, he played Ebenezer Scrooge, a lot of people forget that. But you could see a lot of Ebenezer Scrooge in that performance, and that's pretty fun. It's fun for Disney buffs. I think what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna do an MLG strat. I'm gonna do an MLG strat here. I'm gonna get my all reliable, trusty part divider plugin real quick. And I'm tired of moving this around. I'm just gonna put it like here, I guess. And put it here, I guess. There we go. All right. Okay. There's no good option. All right. I just divide this into 2 parts like that. I'm gonna get rid of this one, and then I'm gonna take this, and this, duplicate all that, flip it around, and I need snapped parts. Yoink. Perfect. It's a bit too wide though, honestly. He played Scrooge. Yeah, he played Scrooge in the in Disney's motion capture, like Polar Express animation style Christmas Carol. He played Scrooge, but he also played every single ghost except for Jacob Marley, and you can't even friggin' tell, because each of the ghosts has like a different accent and like a different like behavior style. It's really cool. I think it's my favorite version of Christmas Carol. Yes, Netflix recommending me Demon Slayer when I search up Sonic. That isn't even close, Netflix. Yeah, that's weird. Netflix is so weird. It's like, no, we don't have Venom. Are you interested in The Notebook? Jim Carrey is so good at anything. He is, yeah. Do you have any favorite video game? Yeah. Thanks for asking, G-Hub. I like, let's see, favorite video games. I really love Thief 3, Deadly Shadows. I like the old Thief trilogy, but especially Thief 3. I love Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor, and Shadow of War as well. Both very, very good games, in my opinion. Subnautica's really good, Minecraft's really good, but Minecraft's gotten worse, in my opinion. I don't know. It's not terrible by any means, it's just, It doesn't invoke the same vibe that it used to, I think. Streams 3 hours, let's go. Yeah. Dishonored is also really good. I like Marvel's Spider-Man. I actually recently just got God of War 2 and God of War 3. Like the old PS2 and PS3 games respectively. But I'm waiting to play them until I get God of War 1, because I wanted to play the classic God of War trilogy for a long time and I just never got around to it. But yeah, I'm gonna play those in order, but I'm waiting to find and acquire the first one, so I can play them in order, because I'm just a nerd. So yeah, those are some of my top picks for favorite games: Thief 3, Spider-Man, Middle-earth, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor, Dishonored, Subnautica, Minecraft. You should play Regret Evader on Steam someday. It'd be fun. You're not the first person to suggest that, actually, so I think I'll have to. This is looking pretty good. Maybe with fans too, sure. Go. Yeah, Jim Carrey is good at anything. Do you guys have a favorite Jim Carrey movie? Out of all the movies he's done, like, can you guys actually land on a favorite? I don't know if I could actually, faced with that question. I'm very partial to him as Sonic, though. Like, anything involving Sonic I'm really partial to, because that was my first date with the person who became my wife. So, you know, of course I'm going to be partial to that. No, they're all too good. Yeah, Liar Liar, but I haven't seen The Truman Show. Oh yeah, yeah. I actually made a reference to Truman Show in the Fears to Fathom video. That's odd that you bring that up. Liar Liar is super good, yeah. The pen is blue. He's just a really versatile actor, and I feel like not enough people give him credit for that. Like, so many people just see his goofy roles and think of him as just a goofy actor, but no, he can bring the emotion. He can bring the feels. He can tone it back and be serious when he needs to be. It's very good. It's very good. And you know what else is good? This exit sign, yo. This is looking good. I'm gonna make a union of this. I asked this a bit ago, but I don't think it sent. What makes a boss fight fun? When it's challenging for the right reasons. Like, I hate bosses that are challenging for, like, terrible reasons. Like, Bloodborne has some hard bosses. I never played Bloodborne, but this is what I've heard. Bloodborne has hard bosses, yes. A lot of them, however, are hard for the wrong reasons, and that, like, they can hit you through walls and, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, I think just when they're challenging, but for the right reasons. Like, they're challenging because, like, their attacks are hard to dodge or they do a lot of damage. That's fine. Or their patterns are hard to memorize. Honestly, it reminds me of when someone said that Bryan Cranston could never be a serious actor. That's funny, man. I pity the fool who said that. This has been a great stream, by the way, guys. Thank you so much for coming tonight. It's been fantastic so far. I have no clue when I'm gonna stop. I'm scared too, because like this is something I don't think I've ever mentioned. You guys might find this interesting. Where's the window with my stream info on it? Did I close that window? It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. I think I accidentally ditched the window with my stream info. Give me a second. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever told you guys this. You might find this interesting, but whenever I stream and I end a stream, I'm always scared that I'm not going to be able to top that stream. Like, I'm always scared it's going to be like the best stream and that's going to be my peak. So whenever I stop streaming, I'm like, you know, is this the best it's going to get? Was this stream the best it's going to get? That's exactly what I did when you got those pillars right. Family Guy cutaway gag. What's a Family Guy cutaway gag? I like Family Guy cutaways. Tell me. Enlighten me. Maybe I'll act it out somehow. Seriously, where is my... How can I get back to my live stream here? Like my stream controls. That's so weird. Whatever, I'll figure it out later. Yeah, I have no clue what happened to my window with my stream controls. That's very weird. Let's see. Reminds me of the time someone said Bryan Cranston would never be a serious actor. Cut away. I'm not Peter. You got one part wrong, Peter. This is not serious. I think I'm better at the Peter Griffin voice than I am at the Bryan Cranston voice, which is sad because I probably suck at both. Like, I'm gonna watch that back and I'm gonna cringe so hard. Alright, but the time has come to make our second and third variants of the exit sign. So here's this. Move this, let's say, what, 0.2 studs that way, twice. I should have done that on both sides at the same time. I apologize for wasting your guys' like extra seconds, but this one's easy. We just gotta rotate them. Boom, we have 3 exit signs. Holy cow, that Peter voice was spot on. Well, I've been watching a lot of Family Guy cutaway compilations and stuff lately, so... And maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like 9 out of 10 times Peter is the one who does the setup for them. Okay, now add an exit. I feel like this whole thing was just a big scheme to like get me working on the ending. Well, here's the agenda. Actually, now that we've gotten all this, fix the staircase, make that however we want to make it. Make guardrails which might be the same stream, and then start work on the ending area after that. So like either stream after next or stream after next should theoretically be when we start working on like the outside, like front entrance areas. Also, thank you for complimenting my Peter Griffin voice. We're getting Doors Floor 3 before this game gets an ending. We're getting Grand Theft Auto 6 before this game gets an ending, and I wish I were joking, but I don't think I am anymore. All right, should I, I'm gonna add these to my palette real quick. Yes, I have a palette, a prop palette. Should I start adding these around places real quick? Because I think that's kind of cool. Oh my gosh, hang on a second. Save to file, please. Roblox Ghost Hunt. Yes, thank you. January 2025. I have not saved this entire time. Ghost Hunt, January 2025. Oh. I hadn't saved the entire time. It could also act as help for new players to find the exit. Yes, exactly. That's my thinking. But that's why I'm asking if I should start placing them now, because I feel like it'd be deceptive. Like I'd build up players' expectations so hard. Hang on, Magic Wand tool. Where's my Magic Wand tool? I feel like it'd be better for this. Color material. Where's that? Million studs. Sure. There we go. Oh, Magic Wand tool, you are the bomb. Anyway, I want to make these a little bit brighter. Yeah, a little more saturated as well. Not that much more. There we go. Still falls into the Dusty Rose category. It's weird, it looks darker the further away you get from it, or am I crazy? Ah. There we go. Okay. It's not crazy, it's color blindness. Wait, what about an exit sign that goes straight forward? That's what these mean, I think. Hang on a second. I gotta do a bit of research. What does it mean when an exit sign has arrows pointing both left and right? Because that either means it's straight ahead, or you could go left or right to find the exit. So let's see. Exit sign with arrows both point at that there's an exit route. Oh, so I do need another variant. Okay. The magic conch has spoken. Okay. Thank you. All right. Variance number. I'm gonna duplicate one of these actually. Variance number 4. Babu badee ba 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 ba. It's weird that at this angle this looks like smooth plastic when it isn't. Yeah, I actually like that a lot. I could have actually used the letter V and just rotated it, but I am not gonna do that. Yeah, I think this actually complements the style of Ghost Hunt pretty well. Alright, so should I start placing these, or would that be too deceptive without the actual ending? Like, it'd be kind of cool if I only placed them after I released the ending as like a way to announce that the ending's there. Wait, didn't someone say that? Oh, it could also act as a help for new players finding it. Well, that's kind of close to what I was saying, but no, I think it'd be kind of cool for like veteran players. Like, they go in and they start seeing these exit signs placed everywhere after the ending's been released, and they're like, "Wait, could it be? Is it finally here?" And then they like play to the end, and then it's actually true. You know, that'd be cool. That'd be cool, right? Right? I could use some without the base, though. Let me, do that real quick. Because some of these are just gonna need to be on the wall. And not, like, mounted on the ceiling. Let's come to my realization. There's a quicker way to do this, isn't there? No, not negate. Separate. Gotta keep them separated. Oh no, YouTube, don't come after me for copyright. I know that song belongs to The Offspring, I think? Add the base to the side for the taller walls. Yeah, that's true, but I was gonna like just do stuff like this. Hang on, I'll show you. Like, oh, flip. Yeah, stuff like this. And then I'd like have a cable kind of like this one. Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, something kind of like this. Like that. It's so pretty. I like it. That's nice. I'll just keep that one there for now and it'll be like a preview. And then we can have like the other ones with the base kind of hanging from like the lower ceilings. I should probably change these to the neon material since this light is actually on technically. Like a teaser. Yeah, like a teaser, exactly. Like a way to say, hey, by the way, guys, I haven't abandoned this game. I am still working on it. What? Why are some of these plaster and others aren't? And how is it that I'm just noticing that in the almost like 3.5 hours that I've been working on this? I like the columns being plaster though. Just not these. Oh, not another issue with this chair. It's okay, it's an easy issue to fix. It doesn't even matter all that much. It's just, I just want these to be concrete so that they're cohesive with like the rest of the environment. As long as it's not a sizing issue, I'm okay with that. I'm actually tempted to fix the stairs off camera with nobody watching, but the problem is I can't get feedback from you guys, which is something I value heavily. Concrete, there we go. So now we've got concrete plaster pillars and concrete, whatever these are called, and that's nice. Yeah, don't worry, I'll fix the Z fighting on the stairs later too. That's another part of the plan. My gosh. Alright, you know what? This might be a good spot to call it, actually, because I've been streaming for 3 hours. I want to get some clips from this stream as well. And that's going to be really hard if it's 3 hours, and I think I've pretty much hit my wall. Kind of hit my limit, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we make the stairs wider, or are they good how they are? And if they are good how they are, should I make walls up here? Like, here's what I'm thinking. Like, I could make... I know I'm gonna get sucked right back into updating this, I know, but... I could make... walls here. What did I do? And then I could have like an opening here about. And then this wall can span all the way across here, and then there's like another opening over here. If I do that, I don't know if it'll necessarily matter that the stairs are more narrow. I kind of like that, actually. I might just keep the stairs like that. I like that too. That's cool. That's nice. That's nice. It kind of feels weird that this is just kind of here. And then, like, there's this ceiling here, but I don't know. Maybe it'll look different with guardrails and stuff. It looks really nice, but I'm the worst at giving feedback. I don't think you're the worst at giving feedback at all. I think it's... If I never see this image again, it'll be too soon. I just think it's kind of weird how much this overpass, like, blocks your view of this. I don't know. I think it'll look better with guardrails, though. I think one of the main reasons this looks weird is because there's no guardrails. Like, once I put guardrails on this, I think it'll look fire. There's gonna be guardrails there, there's gonna be guardrails here as well. So yeah, I think that's kind of the plan, and at some point we'll fix the ceiling as well and make, like, these beams, like, you know, guardrail lobotomy. Yep. I'm still surprised at how much I lost my mind earlier in the stream. But what we can do here, I'm gonna get rid of all these, except for, like, not all those. Except for, like, this one here, I guess. Sorry. I hate deleting stuff that I worked really hard on. It sucks. So what I can do is I can resize this roof to be flush with this, and then I can, like, divide this with the part divider plugin, and that will basically give me a grid on which to put the ceiling supports on, if that makes sense. Actually, what I should do is bring this baby back down here, stretch it the size of this inner part here, and divide that and make guidelines from that. That's what I should do. I guess. I don't know that it matters that much, but thing is, I could just stretch these up temporarily, of course. I might still have some columns up here, just like different columns. I don't know. I'll cross that bridge when we get there. I think there should be a small chance for the ghost to do a random E-dance. That'd be fun. I need to find the E-dance animation for that. Let me stretch this back here. What'd I tell you? I was gonna get sucked back into working on this. And what's happened? I got sucked back in. There we go. There we go. So now that's perfectly positioned. And I just need to size the rest of them up, and then I can do it that way, and then that'll be easy. Alright. Should I do that now, or should I do that next stream? I think I should do that next stream, because then I've left myself with something easy to do next stream that I know how to do. And then it guarantees it'll get off to an easy start, you know? Should I do that? Yeah, I should probably call it. Shoebill says call it, I think. G-Hub Power, you saying I should do that next stream? Give myself an easy start. Maybe next stream I'll show my face. as well instead of my VTuber avatar, but I just didn't feel like it. Fostrate, G-Hub Power, Valkyrs, Shoe Bill, and Lemonade, wherever you're at. Did I miss anyone? I don't know. To all of you who tuned in, thank you so much for watching. This is actually, I think this might be my favorite UMG stream. It's toss up between this one and the one where my power ended up cutting out at the end, which is what ended the stream, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it here. Great stream. Goodbye, see you next stream. Now I gotta get my lazy butt to art. The iconic Dwarfling. It's 12 a.m. for me. Oh man, you're a couple hours ahead. Well, you're actually 1 hour ahead of me. Well, I'm streaming for 3.5 hours. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and I really hope I can see you again next stream, because I really appreciate your guys' feedback, and it's just super cool having you in the audience, so that when I lose my mind, I have someone to, you know, provide emotional support or just laugh at me. Either one. Whatever you choose to do. Anyway, yeah, it's been a great stream. Have a good night. I'm looking for the stop stream button. There it is. Okay. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. If I see you streaming, I'll join next time. Awesome. Thursdays usually when I stream. I try to do like 2 Roblox development streams and then a gaming stream where I play video games as well and like give commentary. So you know what a gaming stream is, I'm sure. But anyway, thanks so much for joining in. Have a great night, everyone, and I hope to see you all next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.